How many people do you know who have lost weight simply by switching from Coke to Diet Coke? Probably not many. And from my personal experience of growing up with soda readily available to me whenever and the health effects that it has had on me, I hope to reach out and help others facing the same issues. In this speech, I will give you the dirty details on diet soda and the effects it can have on your own body. I will also give you solutions to what you can do to substitute or use to replace the spot diet soda used to have in your life. By being educated on the matter and motivated to want a better life, you'll be able to create a healthy lifestyle change that will benefit you all throughout your life. First, let's get educated on what diet soda really is. If you've always wondered what it is, diet sodas are simply carbonated beverages, and the biggest thing in them is that instead of using sugar to sweeten your drink, they use a number of different substitutes. They use anything from aspartame, Climat, ACE-K, and sucralose. Aspartame, it's the most important one. It's more commonly used. It's an artificial sweetener used in most diet sodas as well as many other sweetened drinks like Snapple. Many studies have linked aspartame to symptoms as mild headaches, migraines, nausea, dizziness, to symptoms as serious as brain damage, depression, seizures, chronic fatigue, Alzheimer's, and multiple sclerosis. Diet soda consumption has been linked to osteoporosis, which is essentially the thinning of bone tissue and the loss of bone density over time. Diet soda contains sodium and phosphorus, which have been linked to excessive calcium loss and even possible hindering the body's ability to utilize calcium. So if you want to look frail and decrepit and increase your risk of bone fractures from falling when you're older, go ahead and drink more diet soda. So let's get more educated on diet soda and the risks that come with it. There's a syndrome called the metabolic syndrome, and what that is, it's a group of risk factors for disease that often occur together, and it raises your risk of diabetes, stroke, and heart disease. It's defined as having at least 3 of the following: abdominal obesity, high fasting glucose, high triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol, and elevated blood pressure. So if you have any 3 of those, then that considers you to have a metabolic syndrome, and diet soda brings most of those on. Drinking calorie-free beverages instead of a sugary one does not appear to be helpful against the metabolic syndrome, and in a study published in the journal Circulation in 2008, which followed 9.5 people for 9 years, drinking artificially sweetened beverages was associated with a 34% greater risk of developing the metabolic syndrome. And then another study found a 36% increased risk of the metabolic syndrome and a drastically increased risk of diabetes in diet soda drinkers. Diet soda is also linked to depression and preterm labor. There's an association between diet soda and depression. In a study of 263 adults aged 51 to 70, individuals who drank soda were 30% more likely to be diagnosed with depression over a period of 10 years. Diet soda and the risk of type 2 diabetes has increased at an alarming rate in the past few decades and now afflicts about 300 million people worldwide. The disease is highly associated with obesity and sugar consumption. So some would argue that replacing sugar-sweetened beverages with calorie-free drinks would help, where that's not the case. A study of 6.8 individuals aged 45 to 85 years old had a daily consumption of diet soda was associated with a 67% increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Another study, 66.1 French women were followed for a total of 14 years. Women who consumed the most diet drinks had a 121% greater risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And just to get healthy and the weight gain and the things that come with that, the main reason people switch to diet drinks is to cut back on calories in order to lose weight. Research has shown that diet soft drink consumption has had the opposite effect on consumers. At the University of Texas, they showed that people who drank 2 or more diet sodas daily had a 70% greater waist circumference compared to those who didn't drink soda or diet soda at all. So certainly switching from high calorie regular sodas, which contains about 140 calories and has 65 grams of sugar, to diet soda, which contains minimal calories, is a better switch. But however, what you get when switching to your diet soda rather than just drinking water or tea is not necessarily helpful to your diet or long term. Studies have shown that artificial sweeteners can cause your body to think that it's never full, and so it slows down your metabolism, it makes you hungry, it causes you to gain weight, and you're just always hungry and wanting to eat. So you're probably wondering, how can I kick it? Instead of grabbing for the soda, go ahead and grab some water. It's been proven that by drinking a tall glass of cold water first thing in the morning, it can speed up your metabolism and boost your energy through the day. So people that reported that they felt like they were in a fog, that a glass of water helped boost their energy throughout the day. And most people who claim to get that afternoon grogginess or in the fog, they're linked to dehydration. And most people can be dehydrated before they even know. The best way to tell is if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, and you should increase your intake of water. By getting rid of that diet soda, you should not crave food as often because the aspartame isn't in your diet. And you can kiss that aspartame and diet soda away. Add to your nights a small run if you do not like running. Walking is great too, sometimes just to get your heartbeat up and going. And from this you should see increased energy throughout your day and a decreased pant size as well. To wrap things up here, remember that you will not see very many people losing weight from grabbing a diet soda instead of regular soda. And with this, every person should be making a lifestyle change as well as implementing a steady exercise program like I mentioned, and that can boost your energy levels while kicking your soda habit. When you refrain from drinking soda, you'll be able to eat more things you enjoy instead of drinking empty calories. And if you can kick the habit goodbye, you can kiss those worries of diabetes and weight gain out the door. Now tell me that after hearing these things about diet soda, are you willing to risk your health and body for a sip of that diet soda? I didn't think so.